Guys, it's Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. So today we have Parasect, who kind of looks like a little bit of a hermit crab, but it's still described as a mushroom Pokemon. So if you imagine like a pink mushroom top with like yellow spots on it as the shell, with a little orange crab looking thing, a more lobster looking thing coming out the bottom of that little mushroom cap. That's kind of what the Pokemon looks like. It also has no eyes. I mean, it has eyes, but they're completely white. It has no pupil. Pupil? I can't remember. There's so much that I learn that sometimes the most basic concepts just disappear from my brain, but apparently pupil is one of them. Anyway, it's got no eyes. But yeah, it is a bug grass type. And when I saw this, apparently I thought mushroom farm. So that's what we end up building, is a little underground mushroom farm. And I guess I kind of got this idea from, I think I'd been watching a little bit of Clarkson's Farm. I wasn't watching it, but my roommates were, and yeah, it was one of the episodes where there was the little mushroom hut thing being set up, and I really liked the idea of it. I liked that seems really cool. Maybe I will build something like that in The Sims one day, and I guess that's where I got the idea from. So spoilers, yeah, this is a mushroom farm, but a majority of this build actually is spent out here. I also forget to put a door in and paint I paint the roof of this the roof of the roof piece, but I forget to paint like the wall bits of the roof piece. So I just add the door and the wallpaper just before I take the screenshots before I took the screenshots this morning. So yeah, if you are wondering why they weren't done but they seem to be done in the screenshots, that would be why. Is because yeah, sometimes I'll notice these last minute mistakes that I make, and I'll go in and quickly fix them up. But yeah, I don't know, it was a really fun build. I enjoyed it. I think it's, again, something I've not really ever really done before. I mean, I've done a few underground type things like this, and I love doing entrances like this apparently. And I love to kind of disguise them so that from the front of the lot you can't really tell what it is. And yeah, I'm kind of pretty happy with how it turned out. So yeah, let me know down below how many of you guys have done underground bunkers, underground lots, underground builds. I mean, it doesn't have to be a bunker, but like just like underground things in general. How many of you guys have done such things? Because I'd love to know. I feel like I do kind of stick with the same sort of entrance though. That's why yeah, I thought I'd ask, because if there's different ways to do entrances, I'd love to see that. So yeah, I don't know. I also did this build pretty much in one go. A lot of my builds I've been doing them in parts, but this one I did majority in one go, so yeah, feel pretty happy about that. I got really distracted yesterday by Minecraft, and I really wanted to play it, so I ended up getting my roommate who was playing Minecraft with me to say that he wasn't going to play Minecraft with me until I finished this build. So I finished the build, and then we played Minecraft. And normally I'm the one to quit first. Normally I'm the one to be like, okay, I'm gonna head off now. Like I'm gonna do something else, or I'm gonna head to bed, or something like that. And I ended up staying for a bit longer. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna use that as a motivation for the moment. But I know the game's gonna change as to which one's gonna motivate me, because yeah, at the moment just not feeling into building as much. Especially when I have all the things planned out for me. Like I don't really. My problem is when I sit down and plan all my builds out, I get really frustrated with the fact that like I don't have any freedom to do what I want. Like I'm constrained by, okay, I said I was going to do this and now I have to do this. But then when I give myself complete freedom, I'm like, what do I do? What am I don't know. I feel so lost right now. Like I don't know. So yeah, I oscillate back and forward between the two, so I guess I'm currently in the stage where I'm like getting frustrated at the fact that I have quote unquote no freedom. I'm the one who came up with all these ideas. I'm the one holding myself back. Like, you know, okay, I don't want to build this today, but I have to because this is what I said I was going to build. But then yeah, it gets to later on where I'm like, I have no more ideas, but here's a ready-made list where I don't have to think about anything, and it's beautiful and gorgeous. So yeah, I feel like I'm in the middle of moving from I'm sick of all these ideas being picked for me, even though I'm the one who picked them, to being like, okay, I'm glad that I don't have to think of builds, because there's a couple coming up that I'm like, oh, actually that sounds kind of fun, I kind of want to do that. So I'm just waiting to get to those builds, because yeah, it's kind of exciting. Sorry, excuse me, had a little bit of a hiccup burp thing going on there. I had hiccups over the last couple of days, really bad, like really bad. There was a couple of hours where I had it for a couple of hours, and it was so painful. I don't know, I get really forceful loud hiccups, and no matter what I try to do, it doesn't go away. And it's a different thing each time that makes it stop. You know, people like hold your breath. I try it and it ends up I hiccup and it hurts even more, or like I hiccup worse. People are like, oh, let me scare you, and I'm like, nope, I'm still hiccuping now. But you know, what was it I did last time? I tried drinking water and that didn't help. And then I gave it like 5-10 minutes and then I drank water again and then it just stopped. It's random things. I don't know what it is. I try controlled breathing, that doesn't work. I try normal breathing, that doesn't work. I try forgetting about breathing, and even when I do successfully forget about breathing, it still doesn't work. So I have no idea. I just try different things each time until it works. And yeah, that time it took me a couple of hours, which was not fun. And my hiccups are very loud. Very, very loud. Like you can hear them no matter where you are in the entire house. So yeah, it's everybody knows when I'm awake and when I have hiccups. I thankfully haven't really got them in public before, because yeah, they're super loud, they're super, I don't want to say obnoxious, but like just so over it. Like they're so attention grabby, and that's not what I am. So I hate getting the hiccups, but luckily I usually never get them at home. Because if I ever do get them in public, I quickly make my way to somewhere where I'm not going to distract or disturb other people. Because yeah, like I said, they're very, very loud. You know, one of these days I'm going to have hiccups on stream and you guys will be able to hear it, but thankfully I've not had any other really bad loud ones, because yeah, they're just really, really loud. And there are a few people who've heard me hiccup and go like, that's like, that can't be real. And then they meet my mom, and if my mom has hiccups, they're like, oh, no, you're right, your mom does the same thing. And it's funny though, because like, I don't, like, there's no way that's a real noise. You know, when some people sneeze or laugh and you're like, that can't be a real noise. And it is. It's the same with my hiccups. Like, that can't be a real noise. That can't be what I sound like. But apparently, no, that's real. That's it. I can't do anything to change it. But anyway, we're not here to talk about my hiccups. So this is the little underground mushroom farm here. So you can see I'm using a tool. And just in case Twisted Mexi ever hears this, you're an amazing person. You're an amazing human being. And I don't know how I build without tool. I've become addicted to it, and modders are amazing. So thank you, Twisted Mexi, and just know I will never harass you. I will never get mad. If you never update this mod ever again, and I have to learn to live without it, I will learn to live without it, because I will be grateful for what I have, and you know, you're amazing. But anyway, yeah. Long story short, I am addicted to tool. It's made my life a whole lot easier. I wouldn't have been able to do this mushroom farm without it. Like, there's no way to have tilted the mushrooms in a way without it. And I don't know, I'm not too sure how I feel about the actual farm bit of it back here. But then I do create a little, I don't know, like a little gardening section. Like it's just got like random junk throughout it that you might need. Like maybe they're testing out a new type of mushroom and they're going to grow it in this little planter section so that they can see if they even like the mushrooms or not, if it's good, if it works well with other mushrooms or not. And then there is, yes, the flower table, the flower arranging table, but I imagine it more as like this is where they like collect it and bag all the mushrooms so that they can take them to like the farmer's market or something and sell them. And then I did put in a generator and an electrical outlet box. Not really sure why, but I thought it kind of worked in there. And then yeah, on this side it's a bit more of just like random junk. At some point I do put in a bookcase, a chair, a table, a wheelbarrow, I think, and then yeah, just some of this other junk that you see lying around. And I guess it's just kind of stuff that they have, like whoever farms these mushrooms just has this stuff kind of lying around so that they can, like, it's easier, like, okay, I don't have to go looking for all the notebooks I have on mushrooms because they're all here. I don't have to go find the wheelbarrow to move the dirt around or move the mushrooms around. It's right there. Also, don't ask me how the stuff from upstairs down the ladder into the wheelbarrow, how that all works. It just does, okay? That's just it's just what we're gonna go with, is it just simply does work. But yeah, it's kind of just like a little growing section, and I guess it technically doesn't work because it's the plots of dirt that you can grow stuff in, except I've put stuff on top of it, so you probably won't be able to use it, and I doubt the mushrooms that are already there are harvestable, but hopefully they are, because if they are, then you've got a ton of mushrooms there just to use and hang out with. Why would you hang out with, you know what, if you hang out with mushrooms, you hang out with mushrooms. I'm not going to judge you. I meant to say mushrooms to harvest. I don't know, my brain's a little bit all over the place today. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to this build. So, like I said, I don't think there's any, I don't think much of this build is actually usable, and I do try and make usable builds, but other times I just build for fun. And this was kind of a more for fun build than a functional one, so yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts down below on this build. And if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe, because I do come out with a build every single day, except for the last couple of days of February. But again, you don't have to worry about that for almost a year. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, because yeah, like I said, new video every single day, new build every single day. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the end of this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Hope you did enjoy my rambling, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.